Hello, Internet. Welcome back to RimWorld. So it's a new day. Last episode, that's right. We were digging a hole here so we could get access to the steel veins that are nearby without having to dig through the entire mountain. Because we're running low on steel again. Steel 192. I mean, it's not like we're out of steel, but we are going to be wanting to mass produce components and then advanced components once we get our research done. I think we were, yes, working on advanced fabrication. Everybody's asleep. It's the springtime, so we have all these crops growing away. Yeah, we forbade this door so that they would no longer path through here to get places more quickly. I'd rather them take the long way around than to track more filth into our kitchen area. I did notice this is still getting pretty dirty, which is unfortunate. Terrace, we got some new. I'm trying to think. We got Terrace, who is a miner specifically, I believe, is what we made this individual. Someone who mines pretty. We didn't actually. Looks like we didn't fully set their priorities. That's right. We made them a priority 1 cleaner. We're gonna make them a priority 2 miner, I think. What are your crafting skills? 5. I mean, we have better than that. So I don't think that that's a huge priority. And then art at a 2 as well. Yeah, I think we had put mining on a 3 because we wanted them to prioritize art. I don't know if they ever did. We had set up for 3 more sculptures, which we never really got. You know, and I'm noticing as well, there's really no marble that we found on this map. This looks like marble. No? Marble. We do have some marble. We have a lot of marble. Okay, I take back what I said. So what we're going to do is set up. We're going to suspend. Oh, we have all the bricks we would need. We're going to make marble blocks. We're going to do this for like, what do they make in stacks of 20? Let's just do until you have 100. Sure, 110. Great. Okay. So we'll get some marble and then we will set up this so that instead of using limestone, we will make this marble only. Click, click, click. So that we make things out of marble. Marble has the highest beauty of any stone, and I assume that that translates to art as well. And here we have her making clothing because we had someone, I want to say Vaughn was not wearing pants, which is, he did put on some pants. She probably made some, and he put them on because no one wants to be naked. Okay, we also need to equip everyone as well. We don't have guns on Terrace. Oh, we do. We gave him a pistol. Yeah, because we didn't really want another shotgun. That's okay. And we extended our sandbags so that it's a little more difficult for enemies to beeline at us because we'll all be firing from the same position. I thought about putting them here, but mainly I didn't do that for 2 reasons. One, because they can come around the corner and get immediately into combat with them, and it'd still be far away from this line. And 2, because in a real combat situation, you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't fire from 2 opposing sides this close together. You're going to end up shooting each other. And I don't know if that holds for RimWorld as well, but just for roleplay reasons, we're not going to do that. A lot of hay grass growing, which is great. Would love to get a big store of hay grass so we could stop you making kibble out of our vegetable matter. Would be great. Finished a parka. Yeah, with the new colonists coming in, we're going to try to convert Agatha as well. And once we do that, we'll need to equip 2 full colonists with parkas this winter. He does have a parka. Okay. Feeling a little off today. Having some thoughts I wish I wasn't having. Things that are just seem to be monopolizing my brain and making it a little hard to focus on normal things. You know, a little hard to be healthy and feeling pretty good. So struggling a little bit today, and hopefully that's not going to be. Probably can turn off the heaters soon. How cold? I mean, do we need heaters? How cold does it get in here? 69? Oh no, but there's a heater in there. And this is all exterior, so that doesn't. No, this is interior. 64 degrees. Yeah, we can probably shut these heaters off. We might let it go another day or 2. Although I'm sure I'll forget to turn them off and it'll just be me looking foolish. Smoothing everything. Let's turn up to speed 3. The first episode of the day, I'm always like hesitant to go up to speed 3 because I'm nervous that I'm going to screw something up. But I think we're fine. I think we're fine. Okay, and we're going to be pulling questions once again from my random question generator, just because, especially today, I'm just out of it and not feeling mentally up to snuff, so I'm going to be leaning on this a little harder today, I think. If you could close one fast food chain due to disgusting food, what would you pick? None of them, because none of them really have disgusting food. They're popular for a reason, and it's not exclusively because they're convenient. It's also because they make okay food. I guess, honestly, so anywhere, like if you go to McDonald's, I don't want to name names, but I'm going to name names. If you go to like McDonald's and you get a nugget, nuggets are like powdered meat that have been pressed into a nugget shape, and then they're fried and they're breaded and fried. And honestly, I can't remember the last time I had a good chicken nugget from fast food. They're always like, you bite into it and it's weirdly gritty and like, ugh, like it reminds me of eating like tissue, like sinew, and it's just, I gotta imagine that chicken nuggets are made with like the cheapest, worst meat that they just grind into a powder and press into a nugget. So like if I could close someone down, I don't think I'd close down a restaurant, but I would absolutely make it so that you can no longer serve pressed meat foods, right? And oftentimes they have big versions of that as well. Like I think Wendy's and McDonald's have cheap chicken sandwiches that are just nugget meat that have been pressed into a larger patty. And I think that's disgusting. I think it's horrible, and that it should not be, it should not exist. It's gross. All right, let's build a lamp up here so we can deconstruct this torch. And now that we have this here, I think we'll create a secondary door just in case people do try to break in here. If we had another stone door, it would slow them down even further. So we'll go ahead and put another door here just as an airlock. And then we will mark for this to be mined out, which should be quite a lot of steel. In fact, I don't know that we even need to go that deep. Let's just go, too deep, because we are going to be getting a lot of steel, and it's going to take up spots in our storage, which is not perfect. Yeah, feeling congested today. And so I mentioned, I think in a previous episode, that I had the worst work week of my year this week, and I finished that, and it's over, and I don't need to worry about it anymore. But it was a nightmare, and I was doing manual labor, and my back kept seizing up. Like, I'm getting older, and I don't work out, and I'm kind of chubby, and like my back just was destroying me. Yeah, we're gonna change Terrace to a 3 mining so that he'll go do artwork instead, and he'll go do the art instead, because I would like to put more artwork around the colony just to make people a little bit happier. I didn't realize until this playthrough how valuable characters' mood is, because we had Whitlock break early on and try to kill another colony member. And yeah, I didn't really think about how much it matters to have them in a good mood. Same with Vaughn. You would think like, oh, a -4 transhumanist, frustrated is such a minor thing. Yeah, but he constantly has it, and it's constantly weighing, and he's hurt. He has that injury from before. So basically, he at all times has a -9 to his mood, which is pretty substantial. I mean, it's not super substantial, but it's not nothing. It is something, and it is something that's weighing him down. I imagine marble is also probably pretty slow to work with. I don't know if that's true or not, but I gotta assume that it is. So the colony's humming along, everything seems fine. We're lowering Agatha's resistance, which will make her more recruitable, and we want her because she can help with cooking, if I remember right. Ooh, she also has a lot of passions, so we could turn her loose on plants as well when she's not cooking. So, yeah, she's a pretty good colonist all around. She has decent skills. She has lots of passions. She's pretty young, so she doesn't have health issues. She is neurotic, which means she's more likely to break. And once again, she's a transhumanist, so she'll be frustrated that she does not have body parts, replaced body parts. Ideally, once we get this research done and we can fabricate advanced materials, we will be able to make some bionics for her and Vaughn. Now that does require plasteel, which we don't really have, but we can buy plasteel. I was also thinking, because our wealth is going up so much, it's mostly due to our buildings, because we've been mining out the mountain. There's not a lot we can do to mitigate that. The only real control we have is over wealth creatures and wealth items. But you'll see our items thing has been more or less the same for a long time, and our animals is only on a slight incline. So there's not a lot we can do to control our wealth building other than to cancel our construction out here. But because of our bedrooms and things, we kind of want to be expanding. I think we're in a good place now, and we won't need to expand anytime soon, but there's really nothing we can do to manage that wealth. So it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So yep. No one's mining. That's okay. They're busy with constructing. Once the constructing is over, they'll go mine. Colonist idle. Did we finish? We finished that artwork. Where is it? Artwork. It appears to be a chicken. Art. Piece resembles an abstracted rendering of pain. The work represents the artist's plenty. Okay. As an interesting contrast, if you squint your eyes, the static composition of the image reveals the outline of a town. You say that, but it's very clearly like a bird. Is it not a bird? I don't know what to make of that. It is normal, but it's called vomit by hunger. So I guess someone vomited due to hunger, and that's why. I don't know. But beauty 68, if we look at this other sculpture we made, has a beauty of 25. 68 is not amazing, but it is okay. So where do we need to put this? Who is in a bad mood all the time? Well, we probably would get the most benefit out of it if we put it in the dining area, because we already have a slightly impressive dining room, and if we could bump that up further, they would all get the benefit of that when they go eat. If we look at slightly impressive dining room, you'll see it's 3 and it sticks with them for 15 hours. So if we can increase that even further and make them even happier, and then our rec room would be the TV room, I believe, which we could, oops, sometimes it does that where it jerks way far in the distance. That would be this room. If we could increase the beauty of this room, that would also benefit them for long periods of time. Same is true of their bedrooms, but that obviously is a much more... So if we do it in a communal room, it will affect everyone who's there. But if we do it in a room that's just a bedroom, it's only going to impact the people who live in that bedroom. So it's better to improve the rec room and dining room first. Yeah, I made it through my massive work day. My back was killing me. It's very sore today. It was a long day. I worked a lot of hours yesterday, which I normally don't work that many hours. I'm kind of between part-time and full-time. Like, it's on the longer side of part-time, but it's still too short to be called full-time. So I don't work 40 hours, but I do work 7 days a week, and then I do YouTube all the time, which I consider work, even though I'm not being paid for it. And yeah, it just was a long day, and it was pretty miserable. And yeah, I'm glad it's over. Glad it's over, and I have another year until I have to deal with that. And honestly, and then today is Thanksgiving as well, and like, honestly, I should be recording other things, but I think just because it's the holiday and I just don't want to do it, I don't think I'm going to record my Cataclysm stuff this week. So they want 27 components for an orbital power beam targeter. And I have no idea what that is. Oh, it says right there. An ancient targeting unit for a network of power collection satellites. Once aimed at a target, it directs ancient satellites to begin beaming power down in a column of massive column of electromagnetic energy. Is it a one-use item? You have no absorption dish. You'll be aiming it at enemies, at which point power column will turn the area into a 3,000-degree inferno. Will last until the satellites detect the unsafe targeting, shut themselves down, and permanently deactivate. Yeah, so it's a one-use item, and it sounds like the Hammer of Dawn from Gears of War, where it's just a satellite that shoots laser beams at your enemies, which is cool and all, but I don't think it's worth 27 components for a one-time use item. So probably not going to do that. which is fine. It's not a big deal. How are we doing? Oops. Oops. Seem to have suspended our meals here. Unsuspend. So no wonder people were having the hungry tag. That makes a lot of sense. Oh, I'm bad at life. I'm bad at life. Okay, how are the animals doing? You're pregnant, right? Pregnant? No. Are you not pregnant? Wait a minute. Shouldn't it say pregnant? Oh, it does say pregnant. Okay, and once they pop the babies, we'll probably trade them off to traders at first opportunity. It's money in our pocket, and we really don't want to have to manage, like, dangerous food type. Agatha has gotten food poisoning. Dangerous food type. Is she allergic? Are there allergies in this game? Dangerous food type. Why would she... Dangerous food type. Maybe because it was raw rice? I don't think any of it would be rotten. Turtle, before you do that, clean this. I don't think it would be rotten. It must have been due to it being raw food. Does she have a debuff for eating raw food? Maybe that's what it was. Ate raw food. We should be cooking that kind of food before eating it. We're not animals. So she's going to be real upset. Also, you don't need to sleep on the floor. You can sleep in the bed. So that's not great. Once again, I forgot to mark for her to cook meals. I keep suspending things and then forgetting to unsuspend them, which is a little bit of an issue. Shoot Frenzy for Kimmy. She will shoot more accurately, which is great because she has a bolt-action rifle. Everything else is coming along. Plants are growing. Alright, let's get another question. This is boring. Bam! What part of your body could use a little lotion? A weird question. I actually get really bad chapped skin in the wintertime. It's not super cold out currently, but come January or February, I will have very badly chapped hands and face. It just is how, like, even through the beard. Like, currently I have a beard, which I'm gonna trim eventually, but currently I have a pretty big bushy beard. But even through that, I get really bad on my cheekbones. Underneath my eyes get chapped, and my hands get pretty chapped every year. So probably my hands and or face could use a little lotion, but what a weird question. I don't really use lotion. I don't like the feeling of like that oiliness of lotion. I've never found a lotion that actually works for me because it either leaves my hands feeling gritty, which is disgusting. Like, I don't know how to explain. It just feels gritty and gross, or it feels super oily, which I also don't like. So I generally don't wear lotion or use lotion. Give me another question. Would you rather have unlimited sushi for life or unlimited tacos for life? Sushi, 100%. Sushi is the superior food over tacos for sure. We're going to, how cold is it in a room where there is no AC or no heater? 67 versus 70. Yeah, we can deactivate these heaters. Turn all those off just to save a little power, although we don't necessarily need to at the moment. Yeah, sushi is superior to tacos in every way. Tacos are fine. It's a heat wave, of course. So we're going to flip on the air conditioners, which is a interesting 180. Except for these two. These two should stay on. Yeah, don't turn those off. We should also... This cooler is not in a great place. I don't know if it will actually cool this room being way over here. So we will give her a passive cooler just to keep her safe while we're doing this. Everything else should be cool. It will get pretty hot in here. I think we'll build... Honestly, we should build a cooler in there rather than a passive heater because this is a workspace where people will be kind of a lot. So I think putting a cooler in there will be fine. And then, you know, we may as well also give the animals a cooler. So hopefully they take care of both of those today. Do we have steel and components? Wait a minute, we don't have components. Oh, we do. We bought a bunch. That's right. That's right. And tacos are fine. I don't like hard shell tacos. I'm actually a soft taco slash burrito kind of guy. But yeah, I mean, sushi is just better. There's never been a moment in my life where I was like, man, I really don't want to eat sushi right now. Like, always have wanted sushi. Love sushi. Sushi's amazing. But yeah, I 100% would rather have sushi. Slightly impressive dining room. Well, maybe we should put this in there. I don't know how to increase that anymore other than with art. I suppose if we increase the chairs or change the chairs, they're pretty good though. Tables also excellent. I mean, this room seems pretty great. It might just be that it's small compared to what you would expect a dining room to be. So the heat wave is not great. Agatha still has food poisoning. I'm surprised she hasn't broken from that. She does seem to be recovering though, which is great. Got our AC for the lovely animals. Target temperature 70 degrees. I mean, that sounds fine. That's probably what most of them are set to. You know what? It does seem to be cooling. Let's deconstruct that passive cooler and see how cool it is in here. 80? Oh, pretty freaking warm. Actually, I guess because the sun is coming up and the coolers are struggling a little bit to cool the interior. 70. Yeah, let's put that cooler back. I just wanted to see what the temperature would be without it. Is there any room that people are occupying where there's no cooler? I don't think plants would be negatively impacted by the heat. I think only the cold would kill them. I mean, surely it's a range of temperatures. Fertility, no. Max grow temperature 130. I mean, that's so hot. It's never going to get up to 130 degrees in here. Our workers could get sick from being out. Yeah, but they're not in there for more than, a couple hours at a time. Opinion of my lover meerkat. Oh, so they're in love. Oh. And they got some loving. Good expectations. Spacious interior. Recreation. Somewhat impressive. Slightly impressive. Slightly impressive. Sweaty. I mean, you can be sweaty. It's not a big deal. Everybody gets a little sweaty from time to time. Who doesn't like being sweaty? So here's a weird thing. I actually like the smell of fresh sweat. Something about it. So even with that cooler, it's 90 degrees in there, huh? Just because it's a big room, I guess. I mean, that's got to be why. I can't think of any other reason why it would be so hot in here. Oh, maybe just because we just installed the cooler? I don't know. The animal room looks okay. This room is extremely hot. These rooms are okay. Butcher room's pretty dang hot, but they're not really in there anymore. In fact, we should go back to hunting. Oh wait, didn't we just turn her loose on a bunch of muffalo? Yeah, I mean, it never hurts to have more meat. Although it's not freezing in here anymore. It's going to only be refrigerated. Not refrigerated? 68 degrees? I mean, I guess that's just going to rot probably because we're not going to have time to do anything with it. These last longer. I mean, if we convert more of it into food, but then I don't know. Check our research. What do we want? What is this benefit for? Cryptosleep put living beings in a state of indefinite suspended animation. Yeah, but why would I ever need that other than the end game? I guess that doesn't have another purpose. We'll go back to deep drilling. So we can manufacture components, which I think we make regular components here. Components? No? We make that on the fab bench. Component, advanced component. What do you require? What do you require? How do I, details, advanced component. Okay, well, that's not really, okay, one component, 20 steel. The advanced components require plasteel and gold. Are you, it just feels like an arbitrary block. Because you know, like, people aren't going to have access to plasteel and gold. It's only going to be available from traders, which is the only place we've gotten it so far. So I'm a little irritated by the what feels like really obvious gating. And I get that, you know, it's a valuable component. You don't want people to be able to mass produce them. But also, I just went through like weeks of research and building these ridiculous requirement fab bench. I feel like I earned it at this point, and the fact that I can't do it is a little bit of a frustration to me. So I'm not super happy about that. I guess we'll be buying gold and plasteel in bulk. But that's pretty irritating. And I guess deep drilling will give us the opportunity to maybe harvest some gold or plasteel from underground. Not 100% how that works. Why are these not being replanted, by the way? Growing season is here now. Yeah, I know. I know it is. Why are you not planting those? Maybe they're... No, I was going to say maybe they're harvesting our other crops, but definitely doesn't look like it. Agatha, how close are you? Bio... No, prisoner... 5.3 resistance. I mean, we could start recruiting her, but I think I'd rather... Meerkat, did you just cook? Meerkat, Meerkat, Meerkat. Do not cook. You should not... There should always be construction, mining, hauling, cleaning. I mean, I guess there's just not anything else for them to do. But, yeah, I really don't want them cooking. I would rather him be idle. Vaughn is idle. I mean, we just don't have stuff to construct right now. Why don't we harvest some wood? That'll give them something to do. And then we can start... I mean, do we even want wood furniture? I was going to say then we could start... Set up a bunch of construction stuff and hopefully get, like, excellent... I don't know. Better chairs and junk? I don't know. What do we even want? What's next on the list? Are these hospital beds? They are hospital beds. I guess we could build a TV, although that would require components. Meerkat is no longer inspired. Okay. Did you animals give birth yet? You did not. We probably ought to call the episode. So for now, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll be back with more in the near future, and I'll see you next time.